Hello, this is Dr. Bob Brown. In this video, we're going to basically be talking about introduction to Math 1113. We're going to be talking about the things you'll need to know in order to do well in the class. These are the topics we're going to cover. We're going to cover the syllabus, and we'll point out the things that are the most important in the syllabus that you need to keep up with. We'll go over the resources for the course and where to find them. We're going to go over the class schedule, what you'll need to do each week to keep up. There will be a first assignment that you need to complete by Friday, August 23rd, or as possible, you could be dropped for non-attendance. And then we'll talk about how to communicate with me and get any required help. And then finally, Proctor Test and how to take them. We're going to first go over the syllabus. And what I'm going to do is show you how to get to my webpage by going to East Georgia State College homepage, and then go to Offices, Math and Science, and just scroll down just a little bit until you get to Dr. Bob Brown, and you will see my personal website. I am retired from full-time with the college, where I was Dean of Math and Science. This is my personal website, and you can read a little bit about a few things that I've been involved in my career. But the most important thing is to be able to go to the Precalculus resource page by clicking on Math 1113 Precalculus Online Fall 2019. And actually from this one page, if you will make a bookmark of it, you'll be able to basically reach everything you need, although I will show you how to get to it from D2L. I'm going to click on the syllabus first. Here's the syllabus for CRN 80447. As far as office location, I'm basically assigned to Swainsboro, but I am in Locust Grove, Georgia, with my cell phone being given here and my email. And this is the preferred way to contact me if you need something quick and you need to get some information even faster, or there is some issue, you can call me on my cell phone. As far as office hours and getting help, you can contact me by phone, or maybe we will use a Zoom video teleconference. Here's a course description. Prerequisites: you need to have a C or higher in Math 1111 or my permission to take the course. It's very important, you do not have to have a hard copy textbook, although you can pick one up in the bookstore. What you will have to have is a MyMathLab passcode. And the ID for this course, the course ID is Brown 77959. That's what you will need to register for the MyMathLab portion of this course. Evaluation. We're going to have the homework, 4 tests, and a final exam. The homework will be done by MyMathLab, worth 100 points. Each test will be worth 100 points, and the final exam worth 100 points. And to get your final average, you will take 70% of the average of the 4 tests plus the homework, plus 30% of the final exam. I do have one additional policy that in some cases could help quite a bit. If you are a little bit late in catching up with the course, but finally towards the last 3 or 4 weeks, say, in the course, you're getting everything. If you do well on the final and pass the final, you can pass the course. I would, however, not wait to the last minute to catch up with everything, because that could be a sign that you're not going to do well. But if you can start up the first week doing all the homework, if it takes a while to begin to catch on, you can work real hard and pass the final and pass the course. You can read the other policies here about makeup, attendance, plagiarism, etc. One important thing to look at is that the last date to withdraw without academic penalty is October the 4th, 2019. One other thing I want to point out is it's very important to have a TI-83/84 graphing calculator, or either the plus versions. You will have a much more difficult time passing this course if you do not have one of these calculators to do graphs and to calculate things more quickly. If you need to go get a used one or go on eBay or even Amazon or buy one from somebody else who doesn't need it anymore, you could probably get a better deal. But it's very important that you have this calculator. So that is the syllabus. Now I'm going to give you an overview of some of the other resources. If you go back to the Precalculus page, essentially all the resources are here except the notes on my videos, which you can get from D2L. But notice you got the syllabus, daily schedule. We even have the first assignment questionnaire here, and even this video that I'm presently making. Then for each test, there are videos and practice tests for all 4, and including final exam. And basically, for instance, for test 1, there'll be a review video and a list of the review video problems that are worked in that video. I suggest that you try to work each practice test before you look at the video and see if you can do it all by yourself. Now, for the daily schedule, be sure to print this out and put this in your calendar, because these are the things you're going to have to do every week. And for instance, August 19th, you would click on chapter 5.1, polynomial functions, and that will take you to a YouTube video. Usually these videos are much less than an hour, but this first one is an hour. First section of our notice that there are some other resources here about how to use a TI-83. There's a graph paper you can print out. There's a unit circle, which everybody should print out at least 2 or 3 of these and have with them when you're working the homework after we get into trig. And then there are trig identities and how to avoid common math errors. Pick this up. Now we're going to go to D2L, and I'll show you how to get to the same resources. I'm going to start by logging in. It doesn't take too long. You can fast forward through some of this. I'm going to log in to EGSC and then go down and click on Georgia View D2L Brightspace. And the course we're talking about here is Precalculus Section W, Fall 2019. And I think you're probably already familiar with D2L. From here, you'll be able to get your grades. There will be no quizzes listed or anything. The assignments are on the resource page. If you go to the content, you will see all the things that are on my web page. In fact, you'll see the web page, the Precalculus web page, the syllabus link, the daily schedule, and then all of the notes on my videos, which you can print out and take notes on my notes if you wish. And also, here are the review videos that are also listed on the web page. So we just looked at the class schedule, what you need to do each week to keep up. And usually the best way to get there is on my website, usually the quickest, but you can also get there on D2L. One thing that I really want to point out is that homework is absolutely essential. If you don't make at least 80% of the homework, you probably won't pass. The only people I have seen or students in my class who ever passed without doing much of the homework are ones who were already math experts and had taken maybe even calculus before and just had to take this course to get credit. They're the ones who already knew it. So if you already know this, so I give you permission not to do any homework. But you're going to have to prove yourself on the test in the final. Most who passed in recent semesters did more than 80% of the homework. Those in past semesters who made a D or an F did less than 70% of the homework. I would ask you to consider dropping the course right now if you feel you don't have time to do the homework. However, rest assured that I am going to be available anytime to help you in any way I can, okay? Now, the first assignment that needs to be completed by August 23rd. It's a very easy assignment to do. If you do not do this by then, it's possible you may be dropped for non-attendance. You should email the answers to me at my email address. And the questions here are very simple. What's your major? What do you plan to do in the future? Tell me things you might like to have accomplished in 10 years, etc. You need to tell me which EGSC campus location you would like to take the 4 Proctor Test and the final exam, whether it's Swainsboro, Statesboro, or Augusta. If none, you should respond with Proctor U and then sign up with Proctor U. If you can't come to the campus to take a Proctor quiz, you need to inform me immediately so you can we can make arrangements for Proctor U. Here you pay a fee to take the exam. And here is the website to sign up for Proctor U. Now, continuing to look at the first assignment, it's very important for the assignment that for the Proctor Test and the following exams that you let me know the day, Thursday or Friday, and the time that you want to take the test in the AM or the PM. The test in the morning will generally be from 9 to 11, and in the afternoon from 2 to 4. So for all the tests plus the final exam, let me know the date and AM or PM. Also, if you would, give me your cell phone number. You don't have to share it, but it would help communications. Question 11, you can share with me anything you care about yourself. You're not required to answer these questions. And then finally, do you have any questions? By the way, this assignment is worth 1 point added to your final average. That is definitely worth doing. Now, how should you communicate with me and get any required help? The email address that I use is my cat mail address, bbrown@ega.edu. You need to check your email at least once per week or once per day. And if you do not reply to an email within 2 days, I will assume that you're not attending and you may be dropped. You can call me on my cell number if you need an answer immediately. I would also, as I said, like your cell number. If you have a problem and you need help, you may use Ask My Instructor option in my math lab, and I will reply quickly. I'll work the problem out and maybe even make a short video on how to do it. The other way, if you need special help or need to communicate and talk about working a problem, you can request a Zoom video conference for a tutoring session. Or if you want to just talk about a problem, you can call me. Sometimes you can take a picture with your phone of the problem and text it to me, and then I can work it. But if we need a Zoom video conference for a tutoring session, I want to show you how you would do this. You would let me know that you want to do it, and we will pick the appointed hour. And actually, we could have several people on this if several people wanted to talk about any particular problem. But I would send you an email, and it will say, please join the Zoom meeting in progress. And then you look down here for this link and click on the link, and it will then, if you have not done this before, load a very simple app on your computer, and then you'll connect to my computer and we'll have a video conference. And then rather than look at my face, I will share my screen and we can work any problem that you would like to work. I found out that many students who needed some extra help use this to catch up with various concepts. So I invite you to do this. Now, finally, for using Proctor U for Proctor Test, You go to the main website here. You need to register and be able to log in. Your Wi-Fi, computer, and camera must be working well. You need to test your setup with Proctor to make it sure it's going to work when the time comes to use it. You will need to sign up with Proctor as to when you plan to take the test within a time frame that I will provide. And usually it could be any 48-hour time frame on Thursday or Friday. And I will allow 2 hours for the exam, and you can email with any questions. Well, basically, that's the introductory video. I would say like to say good luck to everyone. Please ask me for help anytime you need it.